What if I told you that the southernmost point in the United States is not going to be entirely surprised, but it's probably not going to be where you're going to guess. The southernmost point in the United States is not in Texas. It's not in Florida, although those are the contenders for the southernmost point in the mainland United States, specifically Key West, Florida. But the southernmost point in the United States is actually in Hawaii. And again, not entirely a surprise, but probably not everybody's most common guess either. It's called Kalae Point, K-A and then L-A-E point on the southern. It's the southernmost tip of the big island of Hawaii, and it's about 19 degrees and 35 minutes north latitude. Now, it's not the southernmost point in U.S. jurisdiction. Those are 2 points in American Samoa, and one is called Rose Atoll, which is actually the southernmost point in U.S. jurisdiction at about 19 degrees south. Palmyra Atoll, which is actually rather well known, is the southernmost point in incorporated U.S. territory, which is basically incorporated as a census area, and that Palmyra is at about 5 degrees north latitude. And both of these, of course, are west of the international date line. So the American Samoa has the southernmost points in the United States, depending on your definition of territories and incorporation. But Kalae Point on the Big Island of Hawaii, which is Hawaii's Big Island's southernmost tip. If you look on a map, you should be able to find it pretty easily. That is the southernmost point within the 50 U.S. states. Points in Texas and Florida are in the 20-ish, 23 along the Tropic of Capricorn, which is 23 degrees north. And these areas are along that line, both the southernmost point of Texas and the southernmost point of Florida. Key West, to be specific, as well as Brownsville in Texas. The southernmost tip of Hawaii is interesting in that it is actually a very windy place. It's very sculpted by the wind. And there are cliff faces, and there are, a lot of the flora in the territory is at an angle because of this. And of course, it's being a tropical area, it's not particularly prone to hurricane development, despite the very warm waters of this area. Mostly because it doesn't allow, this area isn't conducive to circular air, which is what is required to initially form the eye of a hurricane. So you don't have circular air flows developing in this particular part of the Pacific. And so the central area of the Pacific doesn't really develop very much as far as hurricane activity is concerned. I would say it develops very little, if any. Any hurricanes that do hit Hawaii tend to come already from closer to the mainlands of either South America or North America. But this is the environment in which Kalae Point sits, the southernmost tip of the island of Hawaii, and therefore the southernmost tip of piece of land in the 50 incorporated U.S. states. So that is the story on that one. Keeping it short tonight, guys. But anyway, this is Jason here, and enjoy your Tuesday night. I went some shopping for my Thanksgiving dinner tonight. It's going to be snowing pretty good overnight here in Minnesota. Winter storm warning right now, and I'm getting ready to just kind of crash out. Luckily, I'm working from home this week, so I don't have to drive any of this crap. So it's about the opposite of Hawaii here. And I will leave it at that for now. So anyway, enjoy your Thursday, enjoy your Wednesday, and happy Thanksgiving when we get there. Peace out, homies.